I say is, notice where you get triggered in life, right? Yeah. It's your spouse, it's your boss, it's your in-laws, it's, maybe your kids. Like, where do you get triggered? That's the goal, first of all. Is what is it that is upsetting you, and where have you fallen prey to the illusion that, well, no, it's my mother-in-law that upsets me. So first of all, that's a lie. So for people to understand that, oh, hang on a minute, I'm not being upset by my circumstances, but rather my circumstances are revealing where is the upset in me already. That's the first step to empowerment. Because see, if I'm a victim, if I'm really upset because somebody cut me off in traffic, well, now I'm saying I'm a victim of circumstance. That's a lousy place to live. Someone in a piece of metal and plastic with 4 tires pulled in front of my car. That's reality. That does not upset me. I upset me. Right? So that's the first thing is people go, oh, wow, that's cool. I'm not a victim of circumstance, even though I thought I was. So wherever you do get triggered, that's the goal. And we want to be able to reverse engineer that and go, okay, what is my brain saying? What is the perceived threat? Because there's always a perceived threat. It's because of my perspective. My spouse said something, my sibling said something, my boss did something, and I got upset. In that interaction, stimulus, response, there has to be some lens you're looking through that has you perceive a threat. Let's take a very simple example. The boss says, I like this one, trigger. My sister thinks I should have the vaccine.
I know, I saw that.
That's a big trigger, right?
That's a whole nother live, you guys.
Huh?
I said that's a whole nother live, you guys.
Yeah, that's a very slippery conversation, but a very important one. What's going on right now is pretty disgusting. Anyway, so boss calls you into the office or says, I need to see you in my office in an hour. That's what is said. And that person might go into a mild state of anxiety or worry. Again, there's a continuum, right? It's not for complete panic, but there could be like concern or apprehension. But you don't know what's going to be said, right? So there's a perceived threat. The brain is anticipating something in the future that's not good. What if the boss is calling into the office to acknowledge you for the work you're doing and saying, hey, I just want to give you a raise because you're really making a difference here, right? Then the feeling in that hour before you go into the office would be of excitement or enthusiasm, right? That's as real as the feeling of apprehension or worry. They're both completely manufactured by your own brain. So this is where, to help people understand, wow, I, self, am literally the generator of my own experience. Once people start to get that, you become a sovereign being in the way that you go around the planet and you decide your own experience. Now, that's the ideal. I'm not saying that's easy because there's deep conditioning, but then no matter what happens, I'm not a victim of event, but rather I am the source, S-O-U-R-C-E, of my own experience. That's very imperative for any human being because we all face challenges.